Hi everyone, today I am sharing with you my recipe for quinoa chia bread, which is free of the top 8 allergens. If you'd like to see how I make this bread, keep watching. So I start by measuring 1 3/4 cups of quinoa into a big bowl. Then I fill the bowl with enough tap water to cover the quinoa. I cover it with plastic wrap and place it in the fridge overnight. I go on to measure 1/4 cup of chia seeds into a bowl, and then I add 1/2 cup of water to it and cover it with plastic wrap and also put it in the fridge overnight. The next morning I preheat the oven to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Then I take the quinoa and the chia seeds out of the fridge. I drain the quinoa and rinse it thoroughly over the sink using a sieve. Once it's thoroughly rinsed, I make sure the water is fully drained from the sieve. Then I place the quinoa into the food processor. I then give the chia gel a few stirs before adding it to the food processor as well. I also add 1/2 cup of water to the mix, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, I prefer the Bob's Red Mill brand, and 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and finally 2 tablespoons of gluten-free apple cider vinegar, which will help to activate the baking soda. I go on to process the combined ingredients for 3 minutes. 3 minutes can seem very long when you're just staring at a food processor, so I end up putting some of the ingredients away. I forgot to mention that I had soaked 3/4 cup of raisins in some hot water when I started making the bread this morning. So I drained the water from the raisins while the food processor was still going. So once the processing was done, I added the raisins to the mixture and stirred. I go on to line a Pyrex loaf tin with parchment paper and add the mixture to the tin. I then bake it in the 320 degrees Fahrenheit oven for an hour and a half, and to test the bread I insert a toothpick. If it comes out clean, it is done. This is a dense bread full of protein. And here is the final product. Remember, this bread is gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, corn-free, sugar-free, everything free.